what do you think some of the current challenges are with sports-based disputes in general, and do you think arbitration is a good solution for them?
Well, one of the major challenges for, certainly from a football club perspective, in any dispute is the amount of media attention that a dispute gets. Anytime as a football club you appear in a public forum, the gallery tends to be packed with journalists, and that's not always the best way to resolve disputes. So arbitration is great because it's a confidential set of proceedings, and it keeps things confidential and behind closed doors. The other major advantage of arbitration from a sports perspective is the ability to appoint experts to the panel, to have people who understand not just the law and the rules and the regulations, but also the unique and odd way that the law works in sport. The analogy I always give to people is law in sport is like normal law, but looked at through one of those funhouse mirrors that distorts everything.
People are much more passionate when it comes to sports arbitration, I've heard.
Well, people are very passionate about sport, and certainly when you're representing an institution like Everton, you're very well aware of the passion and the commitment of the supporters and the fans.
I understand that the sports arbitral tribunals, they derive their jurisdiction from the arbitration clauses themselves, but I understand some of the challenges have been getting the acceptance and the adoption by the sports sports associations of arbitration. Do you see more sports associations accepting regional arbitral tribunals to resolve their sports disputes?
Well, I would hope so. I mean, certainly in Europe and in English football, arbitration is ubiquitous. We have adopted that as how we try to resolve disputes, and I think the advantages of arbitration, the speed, the flexibility, the ability to have experts dealing with the sporting issue in a sporting manner, are such that it just, in my opinion, it works better than going to a court to have something resolved, especially if you think of it in the context of an ongoing sporting competition. Sporting competitions have to reach a conclusion, and they have to do that within a certain time scale, and courts don't operate, generally speaking, on those timescales. So I very much hope so, that arbitration will become more popular in this part of the world, and for these associations that haven't adopted it so far, purely because I think it's a much better forum for resolving disputes than the alternative, which is going to court in a sporting context.
That's great. Thank you so much. Appreciate your time.
Cheers.